Hi, I'm Suzanne from Rogers Gardens, and today we're going to be talking about dahlias and how to have them beautiful all summer long in your garden. While some of you may have gotten your tubers earlier in January and then started them and then they're coming out, that may be for a different video. This is like going to a restaurant and having your meal created for you. Dahlias can give you beautiful color in your garden from basically June all the way through October, as long as you take care of them in just the right way, and that's what we're going to be discussing today. Maybe you're walking through Rogers Gardens and you see a beautiful, beautiful dahlia and you think to yourself, I want to put this in my garden. This is great because dahlias can be kind of anywhere in your garden as long as it's a place where you're going to be watering them regularly. We have these little bedding dahlias that'll get maybe 12 to 18 inches tall. And then of course the larger dahlias that can get 3, maybe even 5 feet tall. We don't have any dinner plate dahlias to show you today, but you can see here there are so many different varieties of dahlias. There's something for everyone, from the darker leafed, these beautiful black mystic dahlias, to the regular green, and of course tall and small. So you've chosen your dahlia and you look at it, it's a big, beautiful plant and you're going to put it in your garden. The best thing to do is give it a place with a lot of sun, at least half day, preferably afternoon sun. They love sun. And then you're going to make sure that you get one that's nice and full here. Dahlias can be grown in pots or in the ground. One of the advantages of putting it in a pot is that you can actually push them aside later when the dahlias are dormant. You can overwinter them and bring them right back out again next spring. You can also put them in the ground and leave them there, or at the end of the season, you can dig those tubers up. They look kind of like a bunch of fingerling potatoes. You can dig those up, kind of dust them off, and store them away if you want to have winter color in your garden. Again, you can leave them there too. You just don't want to overwater. When you plant your dahlias, the best thing to do is dig a hole twice as wide as the original container, and then you're going to amend the soil. One of the really important things to remember with dahlias is that they work very hard for you all season long, producing these flowers and this beautiful new growth. So you want that soil to be super rich. So after you've planted your dahlias, a really, really important thing, and you hear this in a lot of videos that we do here, is to mulch on top. It's going to keep the roots of the plant cool, which is really beneficial for dahlias. It's going to help keep that water in there, and of course it's going to suppress weeds. The enemy of dahlias is really pests and moisture. So this is a really, really thick kind of growth inside here. If you can, try and thin it out a little. Dahlias like to have a lot of ventilation among its foliage. It's a little bit difficult to get with these bedding dahlias, but the larger ones, it's a little bit easier. Just keep that in mind. It helps keep the pests down. It helps the growth do a lot better. And it also keeps the leaves from getting any sort of diseases spreading it. When you're planting your dahlias, the larger varieties absolutely need staking. They're just not made for growing by themselves to be so big and tall. So you'll need some form of stake or support. There are special supports made for this, but you can also make your own. You can use a bamboo stake, you can use a little 1x1 stake of wood, whatever it takes. You can make a triangle, and eventually you're going to be like kind of containing it with green tape or something like that. But make sure that if you use something like an inverted tomato cage or something like that, do it when you're planting it, because it is really hard to wrestle dahlias back together after they've already kind of spread out a bit. So when you're watering dahlias, this is really, really beneficial. So the thing about dahlias, of course, you're going to feed them. You're going to give them the best soil and then watering them. With watering dahlias, you want to keep it low and slow. So low as in not on the leaves of the plant. You want to just water at the base of it. Take your time, relax, enjoy yourself. Go back and forth a couple of times. Make sure that the water really seeps down. And do it twice a week. If it's really, really warm, maybe 3 times a week, but just low and slow. don't have the sprinklers do the job for you, because the sprinklers will get water onto the leaves, which will promote maybe some diseases, some mildew, things like that. Low and slow, relax, walk through your garden, enjoy the beauty. Make sure that they are watered really, really well. That's going to keep them healthy. Dahlias will droop, dahlias will get attacked by pests and things like that if they are weak. We want to keep them as strong as possible. So feed, water, and make sure that that soil is super, super good. A lot of people grow dahlias so that they can have beautiful bouquets in their homes, and that is a great idea, because pruning them back, so cutting them back while they're blooming, wait until it opens like this, cut it nice, a nice long stem, and then you're going to cut it in this little area right here, and then it will promote more blooms. The more you cut it back, the more blooms you'll get, and so that is the best way to keep having your dahlias bloom up until September, October. So there are a few pests that will come and snack on your delicious dahlias. Slugs and snails are kind of a #1 thing, and that is really helped by, again, that low and slow watering just twice a week. Keep the soil around them as dry as you can. Also, that the layer of mulch will help keep the slugs and snails away. But the most important thing is just to attack it if it needs it. So slugs and snails, you can use Sluggo. It's a perfectly safe organic product that is safe for pets and children. Sluggo works great. Use it once a week. It will help keep all the slugs and snails away. Also, fertilizer. Fertilizer helps really strengthen the plant. You're going to put it into your super enriched soil. That soil will help the roots open up and accept the fertilizer better, and so that's a benefit of it. This is a water-soluble fertilizer. It has a little bit more of a punch. So this is a 16-16-16. It's going to promote all aspects of the plant. Leaves, growth, roots. Our all-purpose granular is also great. It's got a little bit lower numbers, so it's going to be a little bit slower release. And then this is our flower garden fertilizer. This stuff is great. You can see by the numbers, the 6 in the middle is what's going to help promote flowers. So this one can also be used with organic fertilizers. It's really kind of hard to go wrong. They won't burn. They are such a slow release, but this is the sort of food that a plant like dahlias, who are working really hard all summer long, need. That was it for learning about dahlias. They will reward you with everything that you give them, and they will give you happiness and color in your garden all summer long. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We also have our all-important YouTube channel where you can subscribe and see all of our informative videos. Go to rogersgardens.com and sign up for our preferred guest program, because we have a wonderful set of emails that we love to send out telling you about the events and all of the information we have here at Rogers Gardens. I'm Suzanne. That's it. I'll see you next time.